Pras Subramanian is here now with those details. So what gives, Pras? Why is this happening?
Well, a lot of investors were kind of betting on an even bigger, a bigger deal for Lucid in its reverse merger, SPAC merger with the Churchill Capital 4 group led by Michael Klein. But, it actually, it remains to be seen whether that deal could actually make a lot of money for these people, because, all in all for the company, Lucid made about $4.4 billion in additional capital that they can use to fund their operations. And, we spoke to CEO Peter Rawlinson today about that. And, while he said that the Mercedes-Benz S-Class is really kind of his target, it's really a technology race with Tesla. That's really the big kind of war that he's waging. Let's take a listen.
Well, I think that we're overtly targeting Mercedes-Benz as a competitor, as a car, as a product. But I think it's a legitimate comparison in terms of technology. I very much applaud what Tesla's done. Tesla's valuation today is based upon its provenance as a tech company. Why are the other car companies not worth as much as Tesla? Because they simply don't have the technology. And I don't think they get it. I think Tesla gets it. It recognizes this is a technology race, makes all the technology, motors, inverters, transmissions, battery pack, all that fusion with software, the all-important software, in-house. And, the other company that does that is Lucid. So I think it's a legitimate comparison. But, in entering this technology race to make the most efficient, most effective electric cars, it's the customer who wins, but ultimately it's everyone, because we're all the air, and this is what the planet needs now, a rapid transition to sustainable mobility, and that can only come through healthy competition. I've not seen the traditional car companies rise to the challenge. Right now, Tesla doesn't have any competition.
Part of that competing with Tesla is actually what's happening with their factory. Lucid has a factory in Casa Grande, Arizona. We got an update on that. Basically, the factory's been complete. It is operational. They're building a pre-production run of the Lucid Air. And actually, Peter said that he actually had Alan Mulally, former Boeing and Ford CEO there. And Mulally gave one of the new cars a test drive and said he loved it. So there you go.
All right. Also, I know that the CEO said that, part of the decline in the share price was because of the expected valuation, right? It was supposed to be between like 12 and 15 billion. He said that there was a misunderstanding on the part of investors. What do you say to that?
Well, they had about a pro forma value around 24 billion, but equity value around 16, maybe a little bit less than that. So, it's just coming. My understanding is that investors expected it to be an even more bigger value, but in the sense, Lucid got what they wanted. They got the money they needed. They got the payouts they needed for their shareholders. They got another pipe investment from the Saudis. So, in my opinion, the company got away okay. It's just retail investors that may have been a bit kind of frothy with what they thought they would get out of this deal.